Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to your show. This is Edison Senat Real Talk Show every Thursday night at 7 p.m. And guys, you know what? I am so happy that you tune in. And whenever you're watching this live, know that we care for you, that we like you. And what we do at GE Foundation is basically we're trying to bring financial literacy. We're trying to educate you so you can move forward in life, not just in financial, but also into your spiritual. Welcome back once again. And every Thursday night, guys, I'm telling you, man, I'm pinching myself because I keep bringing back the best because this is what I want to surround myself with the best. And today I have a treat for you. When I say a treat, this guy, well, my guest, I should say, this is one of those OG brother. This is someone that I know since I was in what middle school, high school. We grew up together, so I know this guy speak the truth. I know he stand on business, and he's also. I'm telling you, man, this is a guy that teach people, hundreds of people, how to become financially free, how to become better in building wealth. So here's my friend. He's here with us today. But in the meantime, if you're watching, if you're catching this live right now, do me a favor, please remember to like and subscribe, and let's get connected. Let's get the notes or the tips that you need to know to buy your first home or to invest in your another property, because we here for you. So friends, without further ado, let me introduce you to this gentleman. Guys, can you hear that? Can you hear that? I want you guys to hear this thing, because this is something I'm excited. You should be excited as well. The gentleman I'm about to introduce to you, he's a simple guy. He's a father, he's a husband. He have a beautiful family. This guy has also served this country, the United States, in the Navy. And what he's doing right now is passionate about helping people building financial plans, and in any sort of way. So either you're a beginner or you're an experienced investor, this guy is here for you. Without further ado, friends, I would love to introduce you my best friend, my girlfriend, Mr. Russo Salete, known by Coach Pico. Coach Pico, let me add you to the scene. Come on,
Hey, I
everybody, let's
appreciate,
go. Give a hand to Coach Pico for me, please. Let's go.
awesome,
An
awesome.
innovation, my man.
I appreciate that warm welcome here. It's
Yes,
it's an
sir.
it's an opportunity to join the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, man? Listen, brother, I've been trying to get you on the line. I know you're a busy man. I know you're Navy. I got to get it right, man. So because many times I tell somebody you from the Army, they're like, "No, bro, I'm Navy." You
Yes,
know,
yes, yes.
it's
U.S.
like
Navy. That's
what is the come on? What's the difference if I call you Army guy? What's the difference though? Why
right. I
you still
mean,
you still carry guns to me?
yeah, but the uniforms are different. The
But
uniforms are different.
you're still protecting and serve.
It's protect and serve, against all enemies. Yes, yes. But the military, the U.S. military, has multiple branches. Okay,
Okay,
most people when they hear military, they just think in the army,
yeah, it's
but
true.
it's not just the army, right? The Coast Guard is part of the military.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so that's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, man. So I know every time I have friends or will be in the Navy or Air Force, and I'll intro, hey, this guy is a veteran. He's from the Army. It's like, dude, no, Air Force.
Air Force, yeah, get it right.
Get it right. This is funny. Well, thank you very much, man, for spending time with me. I know, like I
Awesome.
said, I know you're a busy dude, man, and for you to come on a short notice to come spend some time with me, it's always a pleasure. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is my friend. This is not somebody that I've met along the years. This is somebody we grew up together. So I see this young man
So,
becoming the person that he is today, the father, the investor that he is today, and how he's devoted his time to teach people. He's doing this daily. I mean, this consistency is impeccable. How he's consistent to teach our Haitian folks, how to become better manager of their money. Am I saying right? Right?
you are saying it right. My niche is focusing really on the Haitian community. Of course, on social media, I have other contents in English,
Yeah.
but my main focus is really the Haitian Creole, taking care of the Haitian community. So yes, yes.
That's a great mission, right? So usually when I start this show, I always tell people I know you. Like I said, we were the same church, same high school. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, we moved to the state almost the same year.
Give or take, yeah.
I basically know you. So I want to give you like a minute to tell people your story, who you are, what make you the person that you are today, and just talk to us.
It's one of the hardest questions people will have to answer to
What's
tell
up?
their story, right?
Yeah.
Tell your story. I mean, my story pretty much started just like everybody else. Actually, some people are still living that part of their story, right?
Yeah.
Still making, the same financial mistakes in the beginning. I started out just like any young man, thinking with no financial education at all, like
Mhm.
no one would actually share any knowledge about money. So we would see money, we would use money, but we have no idea how money works,
We're
right?
afraid of money too. Remember, you got to say that because they teach us the love of money is the rule of all evil, right? Or
That's right.
that's what they
That's
taught
right.
us in
So
church.
with no education, I mean, we out there, spending money like we work in Congress.
Yeah.
We blowing money left and right. We having a couple credit cards in our pocket, thinking, hey, I can swipe over here, swipe over there without any discipline,
Okay.
without any education about what we're doing. Imagine you decided to get up one day, you're going to buy your airplane and you just park the airplane somewhere and what else. So
What
that's
else?
what they did. That's what they did with us back in those days, or even now. All of
Yeah.
those companies out there just giving credit cards out left and right.
Yep.
Right? You approve for $1,000. You
Yeah.
approve, for this, but without any knowledge about how to properly use what you have. So my
Okay.
story it just started just like that. I messed up. I screwed up. You know, filed my chapter 7. 15
Did you?
years ago, 15 years ago now, yes, 15 years ago now, and that's when my journey, my financial literacy journey started
Okay.
15 years ago. After, my bankruptcy got discharged, I learned from all those mistakes and keep diving into education and knowing how money works, knowing how to
Um,
control my spending. That's pretty much how
wow.
I brought myself back to be where I'm at today. So
Yeah.
now if I stand and I'm talking to someone,
Yeah.
I have experience. I'm not just reading books and
Okay.
tell you. I've actually gone through
You've
it
been there.
and I've been there. I understand having 5 credit cards, but all of them are maxed out. I understand looking at your credit card statements and seeing $4,000, $3,000 in interest.
Mm.
I know what it means to be broke when you have money.
Mm. Yeah.
So
That's
learning
that's a
through
statement
that
right there. Wait. No. You have to. I want you to break this down for you know what it means to be broke when
when you
you
have
have
money.
money. What does
That's
that
right.
mean? What do you mean by that, bro?
I mean, most people think I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer, I'm one of
Yeah.
those high tech big guy making I'm making 6 figures.
Yeah. 7, 6
That
figures. Yeah.
that means they have money, but in reality, if you don't have any discipline, you can make 6 figures, but it's not about how much you make.
Wow.
It's about how
How
much you
much you
keep.
tip? That's
Right?
right. That's
So
right.
so when you're making a 6 figure, but you paying out thousands and thousands of dollars on interest simply because you're using your credit
Yeah.
cards without controls, right?
Yeah.
Your credit is down in the 500s, 600s, which means everything you're buying, you're paying more for it.
More for it.
So your 6 figure doesn't worth 6 figure,
Okay.
right?
Wow.
So a
Wow.
lot of time people think they have money, but in reality they broke. And most people don't take the time to even think about net worth. How much
Mm,
do I worth?
mm,
Right? So if I have a high mortgage, I have a couple cars with car notes, I
mhm,
have all of those balances on those credit cards, and my asset is not much,
mhm.
my net worth is in the negative. So a lot of people going around living the American dream, but they actually broke rich people, if you want to say it that way.
Broke rich people.
Yeah,
Man,
broke,
I
broke
heard
rich
about
people.
no, don't get me wrong. My wife used to work for a organization back in Florida. She was a manager at the one of those cashing check place in Florida. And then she used to be amazed to see a young lady, a young couple. They were pharmacists.
All right.
You know,
Yep.
pharmacists make six figures.
Yep. Yes, they do.
They do 110, 100, 200 something if you have your own, whatever they made that six figure. But every other week they will come do a cash advance.
Yep.
My wife was like, say, how do you because we have cousins, we have family that are pharmacists that I know that are living well. And this couple will come into cash advance, just like you said, because of lack of discipline, lack of financial literacy. They were rich, but they were living in a broke lifestyle.
Paycheck to paycheck. Yes, sir. Paycheck to paycheck.
So now,
It's
let me ask you this. Let me ask you. Let's get to this question because I have a bunch of questions with you. Thank you for telling this. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, Wusso just told you, I've been to the valley. I understand what it is to file for bankruptcy. I understand what it is to don't have anything else, and I've built up. I built up, meaning now you're able to buy houses. Now I know that you're investing not only here but also in Haiti. But you're making investment
right.
because you have learned the way. So is it would I say, Coach Pico, is it easy to build that discipline? What is the path? How did you start? Where
Uh,
did you start?
when you fall from the top to the bottom,
Hmm.
there's nowhere else to go because you're already at the bottom.
Hmm.
You're gonna need some sort of motivation.
Motivation.
You're gonna need somebody's, you know, voice to tell you, hey, where you are down here, you
Hmm.
don't belong here, right? And that will, you'd have to find something to motivate you to
Hmm.
get you from there to where you need to be, which means you would have to sit down and have a plan.
Hmm.
Without a plan, there's no way you'll go from bankruptcy to having an 830 credit score. It's
Yeah.
not going to happen, right?
Okay.
So that discipline, it's like we all have it in us, but
Okay.
most times we're too lazy to kickstart that motivation and say,
Okay.
"Hey, I know better. I
And I
need to
know
do better.
better. I need to do better. Ooh,
Yes,
that's
sir. I
that's
need
the
to do
word
better."
right there. I know better. Because you say you know better. Is
Yeah,
f- Talking about know better. You said somebody have to that you need to hear that motivation voice. That
yeah,
voice that reactivates you. Man, you don't belong in that this place right here where you are in the bottom does not, this is not your identity.
that's right.
Right? So this is temporary. So move back. So is that was it someone? Was it a book? Is there such thing as a magic bullet, or do you have a daily discipline that got you to the level that you're in right now?
Actually, my personal situation was a little different
Okay.
because at the time I was military.
Okay.
So all he took is a sat down with my commanding officer and he said, dude, you're making way too much money.
Yeah.
Now you getting ready to be qualified for your position. And at the time I had to get a secret clearance for
Okay.
my position. And if you have financial problems, you cannot have a secret clearance.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So he's like, this is a wake up call for you. You need to do better.
Mhm.
So we went through the process. So everybody's story will be different.
Oh
Everybody's
yeah. Yeah.
situation, everybody's financial situation is different.
Yeah.
So the step that it takes me or it takes someone else doesn't necessarily mean that's what it's going to take someone else to do
You're
to
right.
get
You're right.
there.
I agree because
So
probably you have a commanding officer. Me, it was my pastor's wife. I remember I was about to get married. We were so
yeah,
I was 25 years old, and then the lady said, "Edison, you don't get married. I know you just got a new job. You're making a little more money. What's your budget?" I'm like, "I'm not married yet. Why do I need a budget?"
yeah. You heard the B word.
What I need a budget for, So she said, "Well, Edison," and that's what she drops. She said, "Edison, if you don't plan to succeed, you're planning to fail."
Okay, of course.
And then I remember for shout out to Sister Zette. She sat down with me and we took a napkin and she said, "Okay." In her understanding of budget, that was not anything financial peace university. I was
Yeah, yeah,
broken down right, any of those great guru. She said,
yeah.
"Edison, this is what you do with them. At first, you take your time. Second, you pay yourself. Third, you got your bills, and then at the end of the day, you're still saving." And then she kind of set me down. I was 26, bro. And now,
And
this is when finally someone by mistake and teach me how to learn how to be. And then as I grew up, my wife, she got a degree in finance, and then so she basically helped us out and everything. Now let me ask you this. Let me
yes,
ask you
sir.
this while we're talking about Rousseau, because yeah, people have different stories. You've been helping a lot of people fix their credit. What is the
Yes.
number one mistake you see people make that hold them back from maybe investing or buying their first home? Which is what's number one mistake?
Number one mistake I would say people buy is that lack of discipline.
Ooh.
It's that lack of discipline where they feel like they can't control their now, right? Most people are not willing to sacrifice the now to get ready for tomorrow.
Mm.
All right.
Explain that, explain that.
Explain.
Sacrifice your now to get ready for
So
tomorrow.
you
Explain that.
sacrifice the pleasure now,
Okay,
right? Which means you tell yourself, I need self-control. I can't make this much money and spend more than what I make.
okay.
So if at the end of the day I'm not in the positive, right? So I spend less than what I make, so I get to keep some. How can
Mm,
I have any plans? I
mm,
won't have plans if I'm living, like I'm in Hollywood or something, right?
correct, Hollywood life.
And so that number one mistake, people are not willing to break those bad habits,
Okay.
right? So you're not breaking those habits. You're not getting out from that chaotic financial situation you're at. So you will never be able to um, find
Yeah,
yourself in the positive to a point where you say, okay, I'm ready to buy a home or I'm ready to buy a car without going to one of those, buy here, pay here, no credit, everybody's welcome, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So
Those are
it
the trap, though.
takes,
This is
it
when they
takes,
pull up your
that's right.
credit and they mess it up in one pull.
That's right. It takes that initial, mindset to say, hey, I need to do something different,
Okay.
right? I'm tired of going and everywhere I go, they say deny, deny, deny. So the more denies you get,
Yeah,
worse your credit get,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Y
So
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, don't get me wrong. I was there at a certain time in my life when you're my, because of school, student loans, and everything else in places that I couldn't apply for, because I know for sure. Guso, I
yeah,
will go to
yeah,
the mall. They offer me something. I'm like, Screw, nah, I don't need it because I know the answer because my credit was as low 600s
yeah,
and everything
yeah,
else. So I have to get to the mindset, my wife and I, just like you said. I think you're preaching to the choir. Just like you said, I have to say, you know what, Edison, let's pay this thing. Let's pay this extra loan right there. Let's me consolidate this one and let me pay up that credit card. And so now, I can have it. You know what's funny, man? It's you have more access when you have more credit.
that's right. That's right. And another mistake, I think it's a more mindset that people make. People will have savings. They
Mhm,
will save 5,000, $10,000,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
But meanwhile, they have a $3,000 balance on the credit card that's
Yeah,
been there for years.
yeah,
People they will not pull from that 10,000 and say, "Hey, let me pay off these 3,000s and stop making minimum payments."
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So it's things like that. So you hear, I mean, you're a realtor, so you tell people that all the time. Go pay off this car. Go
Facts.
pay off this credit card. Go
Yep.
pay off that credit card. Why? Simply because your debt to income
The debt to
ratio
income ratio.
is too high.
That's right.
So it's people have to. I mean, it's all about education. I think that's what we're doing here, providing
Yeah,
information to the public,
yeah,
and hopefully someone. It
yes,
doesn't have to be a lot of people. I mean, we're not in business for quantity.
yes.
I think we're more in business for quality,
No, no,
right?
that definitely
So,
that's the word right there, brother. That's that because you're right. We can give you we right here every Thursday. All my guests, we provide the information. Right? We're not gonna hold your hand and do it for you, but there's information
good,
there for you, right? There are
good.
people that you can reach out to and help you in whatever category that you are in. Talking about helping, there's something I would love for you to talk to me since you are Mr. Navy guy, you know, you're Mr. Navy guy. Now, so again, linking to financial literacy, also home ownership. As a Navy veteran, what special opportunities do veterans, even regular first time buyers, have that people may not know about? What are the things that those veterans have that people may not know about and maybe hold them from even investing or buying a house or something?
I mean, it's number one thing, right? There are a
Yeah.
lot of different type of mortgages out there,
Yes.
different types, right?
Yes, yeah, they
But
are.
that very one that only military folks get to qualify for it
Mhm.
is is the VA home loan.
The VA home loan. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the VA home loans, your
Yeah.
situation doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
Your credit doesn't have to be as high as it would be for a conventional loan,
Correct.
right? You're not required to pay. You can pay a deposit,
Yeah.
a down payment, but you're not required to pay a
Correct.
down payment,
Because you're a vet.
right? So
Mhm.
because you're a vet, and because of you qualify for the VA home loan, there are certain things that other people would have to pay for, like
Right.
PMI, for example. You
Yep.
don't have to pay PMI because
Right.
you have a VA home loan. So it's a good thing and it's
Yes.
a great thing for knowing that you served your country and when
Yeah.
you come back home, you
At
didn't
least.
even know about it. It's not like I'm going to service, I'm gonna serve my time, and when I come back, I'm going to
Yeah.
get all these benefits.
Yeah.
You did it without even knowing. And when you come back and you have all these benefits sitting and waiting for you. So it's a lot of things that to think about. And most
So
military people,
VA
if you're
loan.
watching us and if you're hearing this message,
Yeah.
you may be qualified for a VA home loan. So talk to your realtor and take advantage of that.
Yeah. Yeah, call me. I
Yeah.
can definitely so
Reach out to Addison.
and, definitely, definitely. Now let's bring it home. We talk a lot about lack of discipline, we talk about the mindset. Let me ask you this personally. What is the daily or weekly money habit that you can help people get financially ready to do anything? What is the thing that somebody come sit down with you and say, Russo, man, I have a 5-year plan, and then you're a financial coach, and I'm sitting down with you. What are the things that I need to start doing now so I can reach my goal in 5?
Number one thing I would say, try to control your spending.
Control spending.
First, you have to control your spending. Uh, most people
What
you
if
can
I'm at
ask.
the thrift store to buy my clothes, man? I'm a thrifter, bro.
I mean, control your spending doesn't mean going to Salvation Army or going to Goodwill or going. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It means that in your budget this month you have $100 to for clothing,
Okay,
but don't go out there and get a Gucci jacket,
okay. Even at
right?
Goodwill? They sell us Gucci at Goodwill now.
So don't go somewhere else and spend. Don't take your friends. Hey, let's go shopping,
Okay.
right? And then you
Yeah,
only have $100 set assigned for spending in
yeah.
that category, but you went out and
Blow it up.
blow it up. Let your friends know you got it.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, you don't, right?
yeah,
So controlling your expenses.
okay.
Most people, you'll tell them, "Hey, how much you make?"
Yeah,
They'll tell you in a heartbeat.
yeah.
But if you
How
tell
much
them how much they spend, they don't know.
or how much they save. That's it, don't really
Or how much they save, right?
right.
So because the mindset is about spending, let's spend,
Correct.
let's spend, let's spend, but without having a budget, you can't plan for tomorrow,
Okay.
right? You have to learn how to crawl first
Correct.
before you learn how to walk. You don't just or even fly,
Correct.
right? So for you to be able to fly in with a 790,
Yeah.
810 credit
Yeah.
score,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of hard work. Believe me, budgeting is not easy.
Okay. What you mean is
Budgeting is
how do you
not
mean it's not
easy
easy?
because you are human at the end of the day.
Correct.
You're not perfect.
Correct.
So going to the store and look at this hat for $25, but the one you really like, it's more like $100.
Mhm. Mhm.
For you to have the discipline to tell yourself, I can't really afford the $100 hat right now.
Mhm.
So I have two options.
Mhm.
I can either buy the $25 that I can afford now, or I can hold on and save for
Mhm.
that $100 hat And when I'm there in 3, 4, 5 months, buy
Mhm.
that house.
Okay, so
So
that is
so I
so
put
you're
that info.
spending.
I give my children that information as an early age to
Correct.
a point where my 19-year-old can have a savings account set aside just for spending, where he's like, I'm building this money up so
Mhm.
I can buy this.
So
I'm
yeah,
building this money up so I can buy that. So
yeah,
if we can do it as
yes.
kids, adults should know better and do better.
Man, talking about adult do better. I know that your focus is. I focus on both. I try to attract um the second generation Haitian American, the one that speak English,
Yeah,
English and Creole. I see that you focus on. Yeah, I think you focus on the first generation, man. You focus
yeah.
on that first generation that speak Creole. So, um, what is the thing that will create that catalyst, that revelation, that revival in our people to become more financial interest? Because I see a lot of Haitians still renting.
Yes.
I'm like, they stay on renting, man. They are making their landlord richer and richer. What is the thing that you think that we should speak more about to help our people? That first generation, even those second generation, like the one Haitian 1.0, 1.5, the one
What
that
are
came
we?
out of 20s, I think we the 1.5. We came in at age of 20s, and then we went to college, Navy, we college grads, and then we come back, and so we the 1.5. The 1.0 our parents.
Your parents are
The, the,
1.0,
our kids are 2.0s.
2.0s. All
Yeah,
right. So
uh,
it's important to know. At the end of the day, a lot of people are terrified
mm,
of home buying
that's true though.
because they don't understand it.
Yo, Haitian be telling me, "Oh, pas aux États-Unis."
That's right.
I
You
show
will
you
never
aux
own this
États-Unis.
home. This
Yeah,
home will never be yours
yeah, I
simply
heard
because
all
you have
that
to simply because you have to pay the taxes,
because you pay
every year.
taxes.
That's right. But think about it. A lot of people spending years and years they're paying mortgages for
Yeah,
their landlords, right?
yeah,
They're paying off homes for their landlords, but they won't sit down and get the information so they can start paying off their own mortgages.
bro. I'm I'm
That's
I'm
all it
offering
takes.
I'm offering free classes. They don't show up.
That's right.
And every
That's
time I
right.
talk to them, "Oh, I just renew my lease." I'm like, "Bro, man, you got the credit. You just needed the information. Why are you not showing up?" So that's what I'm saying. Is there a way that we can how our voice can go bigger and louder, man, so we can reach out those people, man? That's
And the hard part is when you know so much
bro,
and you're willing to give it out
man,
and people are not receptive. People are not. I don't know. It's sometimes it can be annoying when you're
yo,
like, dude, how could you buy a car with a 35% interest rate?
bro.
It's
It looked
it,
nice though. The rims be spending, so it looked nice.
it, it's crazy. Dude. I'm like,
Yeah,
how the information is. I mean, now the world of AI, it's even worse.
bro. With
All the
AI,
information is there. You
you
just
just
talk
ask
to your
AI.
phone.
Just ask AI. Correct.
Talk to your phone and you'll get the information. You don't have to come and talk to Coach Pico. You don't have to talk to Edison. The
No.
information is there. You talk to your phone
Yeah.
and then you write down some information. Then you come sit down with us. Then we'll get a personalized plan for you, show you how you can get from 500 to
Yeah.
a high 700s.
Bro, last week I was talking to I was talking to another friend of ours, Darlene, and she said they need to stop impress people that don't care about.
That's right. Yeah.
A
People
lot
who
of
don't care
people
about you, we spend more time
trying to
living
impress,
our life to impress them. And in reality,
they don't care.
they don't care about all of that.
They don't sleep thinking about you driving that car. They don't sleep thinking about you going to that restaurant. They don't sleep thinking about you, wearing this kind of shoes, right? They don't. But we are killing ourselves. It's spending money trying to impress people that don't even think about for 20 seconds.
And I think
Isn't
it's
that something?
if people had you would see most people with discipline,
Yeah.
most people understand how money. works,
Yeah.
they're not living that lifestyle. They're not all about impressing the
Bro.
neighbor. They're not all about, show and tell. Hey, look what I
Bro.
got. Just
I don't know
got
if
me
you
a new.
I don't know if you saw this thing on Facebook though. It was a picture of Bill Gates standing on the line, and then they stopped telling, okay, this jacket right here is about $20. This shirt right here is about $5. These jeans right here is in Walmart for $19. These shoes right here is a good is for like $40. And they show another a gentleman wearing like a Gucci jacket for $5,000. The belt is about 200 and something. His shoes about $1,070. His pants is about. He's like all that to impress people, but the wealthy,
They
it's
don't care about those stuff.
they don't care about those things. They don't care about brand names. They don't care about this man. This is crazy.
They don't. It's and that is where we need to get majority of our people to
Hmm.
start thinking. Start thinking, hey, if you have your own place, you
Hmm.
have your car that's paid for,
Yeah,
you have your emergency fund that's there that you're
yeah,
earning interest on your emergency fund, right?
yeah,
We have to move that money from your regular savings account, move it somewhere else where you can earn more off of that money. We need to get our people there. That way, when they go buying a house, when they come sit down with you,
yeah,
you're not like, man, that deal's not going to go through, right?
yeah,
So now
yeah,
you stress because you spending all these hours showing these people those houses,
yeah.
but at the end of the day, they may not qualify.
Oh,
Let's
bro.
get them. Let's get them ready. Let's get
Yeah,
this credit. Let's get this discipline. Right. Let's instill that information in them to allow them to grow themselves financially. And then when they come see you,
yes,
they
dude.
come see you like, right.
Educated
That's
buyers.
right.
That's
That's
that's the reason I'm doing this. That's the reason why I started this organization, GE Foundation Lighthouse Consulting. So it's because I want to create educated buyers,
that's
people that
right.
sit down with me, get the knowledge about what we're sharing right now, planning to succeed and not planning to fail. Even when you buy a house, I don't teach you about buying a house, just get your key and turn around. I teach you how to pay this house monthly.
That's
You
right.
know,
Yeah.
the unexpected things that coming up. You might never heard about something called HOA, and then you
Yeah.
find out you buying yourself a house in a area
In the
in a
community. Yeah.
neighborhood that is HOA. So how do you deal with HOA? Are you saved for that? You might have taxes might be different from certain neighborhoods to other neighborhoods. Education is being provided. So when you buy a house with me, I want you to be educated. Even if you decided, you know what, I don't like this guy. I don't like his accent. And then you decided to go somewhere else. Whoever you're gonna talk to need to find. Okay, you whoever you were working with did me a favor because you are an educated buyer. And that's all it's about, educating people.
Yeah. I talked to this gentleman, try to help him to fix his credit.
Yeah.
Uh, he was telling me he's in the process of buying a house, and he had to go see his realtor to pull his credit for him
Okay.
because he didn't know what was his score.
We score.
Imagine, imagine someone who has to go to their realtor
Wilter,
to get a credit score.
come on, man.
So that's what we're working with. Okay,
Come on.
so we're working with these people, get them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're our people. We love them,
Yeah.
right? But we are preaching to them. We are, sending all that information out there to let them know, hey, we are here for you. We
Yeah.
don't want you to fail
Yeah.
because if you fail,
Yeah.
we feel like we didn't do our jobs. We feel like we failed,
Yeah. No, I
right?
agree.
I don't want to see you pay your mortgage and at the end of the day you can't eat
Correct.
because the
Correct.
interest rate you could have gotten on your house, you
Yeah.
didn't get it.
Your house
Simply
broke.
because you could have waited another 6 months and get that credit better way it needs to
Yep.
be
Yep.
to get the
Seven
best deal
seven
you could have
twenty,
got.
740, or at least minimum 680. Then you can have a
That's
better
right.
interest rate than just get something. And then regular people are paying like 2,500. You paying like 3,200s.
That's
And,
right.
and then 3 months later, you can't afford. So that's that
And
part.
that's what we're all about. That's what
Yeah.
my professional consulting firm. That's what we do. We talk to people, give that information, educate them. Right.
Yeah,
You can set up your own. Go on my website, set up your own time frame,
yeah.
however long you want, and we'll take it from there.
Talking from there.
Because everybody's situation is different, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
it's not just one basket fits all.
Okay.
We're all different. So,
Man, while we're talking, while you're exposing this, there's 2 things I wanna ask you,
all
and
right.
it's very important. I know people want to hear this. So, is credit card a bad thing? Because we kinda talk about credit card. We said about this, people are giving credit cards away. Would you say, let's say somebody have 1 or 2 credit card, or, do you think credit card is a bad thing to possess?
I mean, I would say no. If you have one or two credit cards, you don't have enough.
Okay.
All
Uh,
right.
say that again. Say that again.
If you have one, two, three credit cards, you don't have enough. You
Because
need
you
more than that.
other people money.
Yes, you need to. I mean, not simply using other people's money. You're not
Yeah,
using other people's money to make money, really. It's
correct.
just in the credit world, in
Yeah,
order to build your credit where it needs to be, for you to go from needs work to fair, from fair to to uh to good, and from good to
good to
excellent.
excellent. Yeah,
For you to be in the excellent category, you need accounts.
correct.
Okay. So which means card notes, personal loans, credit
Mhm,
cards, right? All
mhm,
these accounts, mortgages,
mhm.
right? Line of credits, you're going to need those, an accumulation of those accounts in order to get yourself in the 800. You're not going to get in the 800 with simply just a couple credit cards.
Correct. So
So,
credit card is not that bad.
so credit card is not bad if
Okay,
you have the discipline to use them.
okay.
Like for the past 10 years or so, I've
Mhm,
never paid a dime on interest on any of my credit cards
mm. 'Cause
because
you
I learned how to use them. I do
correct,
not use my credit card if I
correct,
don't have the cash on my checking account.
correct.
So
That's
if
discipline.
I use it properly, it's a good tool. Money is a good tool,
Cool. That's
but
right.
you have to use it, you
Properly.
know, in a positive way to
Correct,
see the goodness of it.
correct,
Right? So it's
correct,
simply the same thing for credit cards. So
correct.
go get you some credit cards if you qualify, of
Okay,
course.
okay.
Of course.
Alright.
Yeah.
So credit card is not bad. So now you hear about student loans and credit card debt stopping people from buying. What's your advice for someone stuck in this situation? You know,
Student loans, once you have it, unless you pay it off, there's not much you can do about it.
okay.
You can continue to make payments. You can try to refinance it, get a lower rate. Maybe you were young, maybe you had to get a co-signer, right?
Mhm,
Maybe when you were getting the credit card, the student loans, your parents had a co-sign for you, and
mhm,
your parents' credit was probably not the best credit anyway,
mhm.
right? So you end up with those 9, 10, 12% interest rate on your student loans.
Yeah,
There's not much you can do other than when you get yourself better, refinance those accounts so you can continue to make your payments, right?
right,
So
right.
you kind of have not many options
Student loan.
with student loans. However, credit cards, you can work. Get you a second gig. Get you
Yeah,
a part time job. Go
part-time.
somewhere, make an extra $300-400.
And then just
Where
make
your
a big payment.
That's right. Where your budget doesn't have to be affected by much because you're focusing on paying off debt. Because that's one thing I teach people how to do too, is how to pay off their debt as soon as they can. Right?
Mhm,
So paying off the debt will decrease your debt to income ratio because you
mhm,
need that. So in order for you to buy a house, that DTI has to be low.
mhm. That's
So
income rate.
if you have to go out there and get you a legal, I just
Yeah,
dropped a video the other day about
yeah,
legal side gig, right? Go
yeah.
out there, get some extra
A
money,
legal side gig. That
a
side gig.
legal side gig, right? Get you something that's legal,
Yeah.
right? That you can earn
Uber,
some
Lyft,
extra income,
deliver food, man. Do whatever it is, man. No
something,
shame on your game if you're trying to get this thing right.
something. Instead of
Yeah.
sitting down and watching the
Netflix.
Batman movie, the
Yeah,
Batman movie's 3 hours long.
yeah.
You
Whew.
could have been out there
bro.
It could have been right
I
there.
fell asleep in the movies now, bro. I can't go to the movie no more, man.
So it's you have options when it comes to credit card.
Yeah,
Work hard, pay those balances, and get the education, get the discipline for you to know how to use it, and
okay,
not to spend more than no more than a certain percentage of your credit limit. I
okay,
recommend people 20 and 25% of your credit limit if you're going to keep a balance.
correct.
But if you're not going to keep a balance, you can use the entire limit as long as you pay it off. Then you're fine.
Great. That's some good. Hey guys, you heard it first. You heard it first, man. Trying to keep your balance. Student loans, get it paid. But if you have your credit card, make sure that you pay it on time. If you don't have the money, Coach Pico said it, and we know that if you don't have the money, don't spend it. Don't buy it.
That's
Don't
right.
put it on the card because
That's
it
right.
is nothing but headache. As a financial literacy coach, what do you wish more young families understood about building generational wealth through homeownership or any other investment?
I wish people talk about money more.
Okay.
I wish, especially in our community,
Mhm.
I wish our parents would
Talk
tell
about
us
money.
about their
Yeah,
situation,
man.
right? I
Yeah,
wish we knew that credit card is not free money. It's not,
yeah,
oh, the bank just gave you $500,
yeah,
right? So if talking about it, if something is, having a discussion as a family about
yeah.
money, like everybody in the family has a role to play.
Correct,
If your son knows that you are on a budget, you are planning this family trip, okay?
correct,
In the next couple of years, you're planning to go to Disney, for example,
correct.
and you are saving toward that. So, sometimes he'll ask himself, should I go ask my dad for this
Yeah,
toy right now?
that's
Or
true.
I probably can wait,
Correct,
right? Because the whole family would be on a budget
correct,
together. Because
correct,
it doesn't make any sense for for the wife or for the
right.
husband to be on a plan and he's on a plan or she's on a plan by himself or by herself.
No, make no sense.
It doesn't make any sense,
Yeah.
right? The husband will get his credit fixed,
Uh-huh.
but the wife's credit is down in the 400,
Yeah.
500,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So as a family, I mean, we should be able to do everything, right?
Mhm.
The two becoming one,
One. Come
right?
on. Come on. You
So
better preach now, bro.
so when the two becoming one,
Come on.
everything you do in life, right? It'll be a lot better, and then you will share that knowledge.
Come on. You gotta clap on that.
You will share that knowledge to your kids,
Yes.
and
It's from generation to generation.
from generation to generation. So
That's right.
mistakes that you made in your 20s, most likely your kids are not going to make that mistake in their 20s.
Man, you said something as
That's
you're
the,
saying this.
that's the expectation.
That's the saying that you said something that related, background Haitians. You wish that people, our parents, talk more about money. There's a couple of things that our parents never talk about at home, right? It's money, it's sex.
Yep.
Because those thing right there, you go first of all, you're
But they
talking
have
money
six
is
kids
evil.
though.
Uh-huh.
They have six kids though.
Yeah, they do.
But
They
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 don't
do
talk-
have 6, 5, 6 kids, 8 kids, but they never talk about it. And then now that's what I'm telling you. Our generation have to learn it on our own.
Yep.
Some of them don't spend the time to learn. Some learn from hard way, but others still in the process of learning and
Yep.
in the process that's right. Now here's one other question. If you give one piece of advice to someone who want to stop renting and buy their first home in 2025, what would it be?
If you want to stop renting, and
Yes.
the advice I would give you is actually it'll go back to the original, back to the start of this conversation.
Mhm.
It's let's get on a budget.
Let's get on a budget.
Let's get on a budget because if you are renting, most likely you're not renting because you're choosing it.
Correct.
It's not by choice.
Correct.
There is a reason why you're renting,
Okay.
right? And then renting in certain neighborhoods. There's a reason why you are
Don't get me
renting in certain
started.
neighborhoods,
Uh-huh.
right?
Don't get me started.
Because certain other neighborhoods you need to be in a high 600,
Yeah, you
high
check your
seven
credit. They
in the
check your credit.
700. They
Yeah,
check your credits, right?
yeah,
So all those bad habits that you already have, I mean, that's your
yeah,
history.
Correct.
That's your story. That's who you are. If you don't put your foot down and say, I need to do better,
Correct.
you have no way out.
But
So
also,
education is the way out for you.
yeah,
It's start on a budget.
education.
I understand the money's tight,
Hmm.
but the money coming in is tight. How's the spending?
Hmm.
Maybe you need to make spending tighter than your
Hmm.
income.
Correct.
Stop spending. You have all that extra money. You
Correct.
can dedicate that money toward paying off those credit cards.
Correct.
And then next thing you know, you start seeing a couple points added to your credit score,
Yeah.
right? 1 point, three
Yeah.
points. Next thing you know, it's just
Yeah.
getting better and better and better. Once you get 15 points, you're screaming.
Yeah.
Because now
Yeah.
I'm not in the 400 club anymore. I'm in the
Oh Lord.
500 club,
Yeah.
right?
That's
So
progress.
imagine getting yourself into the 600, 700,
That's
eight
progress.
hundred club. So
That's
that's
progress.
what I would say. I would say
Yeah. Um,
get your budget, stop spending, and then everything else will come easy for you after that.
I might get in trouble asking this question. From your experience now, coach. Do you find more women more disciplined than guys, or is the other way around?
With
Yeah. From people
my
that come
experience,
to you.
my experience, I would say more women have the discipline that I'm looking for.
Man, isn't that the truth?
I would say so. I would say so because especially moms,
Mm.
the moms, they all about building. Really, they're more
Right.
about building than the dudes are. The dudes are about
Yeah.
the showing, and
Yeah.
it's hard to understand, but that's the reality out there.
But
You-
it is the same truth for
if I had to do a survey,
yeah.
if I had to do one, I don't know if they have. Maybe when I'm done here, I'll go find out
Yeah.
what's the statistics for men with good credit versus women with
Well,
good credit.
yeah, yeah, that's a good fact to find out because me in my line of work, I see more women wanna buy a house than I see men wanna buy a house.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, even if I have an interview with a couple, I try to pay a lot of attention to what the lady's saying
yeah.
because women buy houses.
And it's a good thing. You
Oh,
have women coming in because they want a house,
yeah,
even if they're not ready.
but at
Even
least
if they're not ready,
the desire is there,
the
right?
desire to buy the house. So
Correct.
let's sit down and get you ready.
Get you ready.
You may need another 6 months. You may need another year. You may need
Yeah,
2 more years.
yeah,
But let's get the information. Let's get your credit where it needs to be. Let's push your income up a little bit more. That
right,
promotion that you've been waiting for, let's get you
right,
ready for that promotion.
yeah,
Let's build you up. That way, when the time comes,
yeah,
you are the obvious choice at work and you get that promotion. Automatically, you don't have to work any harder,
yeah,
but now you have more money. Your DTI automatically drops some points, right?
right.
It's all about that DTI. It's all about that.
Correct. Now also, we
Yeah.
both in our mid-40s, right? You know, we're
Come
getting
on, you didn't have to drop it like that.
Listen, man. Bro, I can't believe two couple of things I can't believe, man. I have a daughter is about to turn 18.
Yeah,
Bro, I have a daughter. I have a daughter who's about to turn 18. And on top of that, September 21st, I'm gonna turn 45, man. I'm like,
right.
what? 45, you know? So
Yeah.
listen, if you had to talk to your younger self, Russo Celeste, 20 years old. Why you laughing, dog? Who's
Wow,
the 21 years old Russo? What would Coach Pico say to Russo at
wow.
21?
Yeah, I would sit him down, and chat with him, and he'll probably be mad when I tell him, "Hey, don't go buy this car. You're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Stop going to Disney and spend all this money."
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Uh, I would have I would have taught myself about budgeting,
Mhm.
a lot sooner if I
Yeah.
had the opportunity to go back,
Yeah.
because that's where everything's at. It's the
Yeah.
budget.
Yeah.
It's I would tell myself, let's start investing,
Mm.
um, you know, in 2005, 2006, you know,
Remember those
to
days, huh?
2007, 2008,
Yeah.
when the housing market crashed in 2008. But if you were not ready in 2008, you would, even if some people right now,
Hmm.
if the housing market crashed right now,
Hmm.
and if you can buy this nice, fabulous 5-bedroom house for
Hmm.
$20,000
Hmm.
cash,
Hmm.
the only option is cash.
Hmm.
A lot of Americans won't be able to buy that house.
That's a true statement right there. Because
A lot
they
of
don't have
people.
it where so anywhere.
That's right. So when the stats are telling us more than 60% of Americans cannot afford a $400, $500 emergency,
Mhm. That's sad.
so, so it is sad.
Hmm.
And it's all about self control.
Yeah.
It's all about stop spending money you don't have.
Yeah.
Right. So I would tell myself,
Yeah.
I understand you're working hard, but let's slow down. Let's look at the bigger picture.
Hmm.
Let's not make the decision for today to satisfy today, the pleasure of today, but let's make a decision 10, 15, 20 years later when you look back,
Hmm.
you give yourself a pat on the back and say you did great,
Wow. Okay.
right?
Okay.
Because real estate back in those days when we first got
Oh
here 20,
man.
20 something years ago, right?
Man.
It's land worth we're
In,
out.
in
They were
Georgia,
just
in
giving them out.
Texas, in Georgia and Texas, they were like giving them away.
They're just giving them away for change.
Yeah,
But
man.
at that time, we were not thinking about that.
Yeah.
Or at the time, we didn't know any better. We didn't have anyone that could have told us, "Hey, real estate ownership is
Yeah.
is the thing."
Yeah.
Right? We're more about buying the car, buying the nicer car,
Vacation, nice
right?
car,
Vacationing,
go back to
going back,
Haiti, showing up
going
to
back
your
to
with your
Haiti three
friends.
times a year,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? That's what we were about. So
Yeah.
I would tell myself all that, and but at the same time, I don't want to discourage anyone. Uh, you have to make those mistakes. You
Correct.
have to, so you can learn from them.
Correct.
It's everyone will make mistakes,
Correct.
but it's what did you learn about those mistakes, and where are you? Are you still
Right.
living these mistakes, or
Right.
did you make them and learn
Yeah.
from them, and now you came out on the other side, and you can tell your story. You can teach people to do better.
Correct. Correct.
So
Now, I pray that the younger 21 you listen, because this is great advice right there, my
I know,
man.
I know. I wish you would.
I
I wish,
wish
I
you
wish
would.
you would.
Let me ask you this last question. So before we close our talk today, I mean we have some good time, but I have like 15 questions. I think I asked you like five or six of them. It was great conversation. I pray that everybody who's watching this live today or whenever you watch it, that you guys can learn from our experiences. Because Coach Russo, Coach Pico, he told you about how I was in the valley. And now if I am right here in the mountaintop, it's because I've been there. I understand what it is to be bankrupt. I understand what it is to start from zero to
Yep.
step 7 or step 8 and to have favor. Now, this is the last question. Is it ever too late for somebody? Let's say somebody feel like, "Oh, I'm 45 now. I messed up." Can I drop the mic and say, "Okay, I will never be able to have a budget. I will never." Is it ever too late for somebody to start and get to from plan from A to Z at their age right now? Is it too late for somebody?
I don't think so. I think as long as we have the breath that God gives us, we're
Come
still
on.
alive. We're still breathing.
Yeah.
We still can do better than the day before. That's what
Yeah.
matters. It's about doing better than last month,
The last
right?
month. Mhm.
Uh, my spending this month, was it better than my spending last month? Or was it better than the month before, right?
Right.
So the good thing is you have free information,
Mhm.
right? We're
That's
giving
right.
you guys this information right here for free, saying,
Mhm.
hey, sit down.
Mhm.
It's not hard to do budgeting tips. Go online. You
Mhm.
have all these videos on all those different social
Oh,
media
yep.
platforms, right?
Yep.
Get the information. Sit down with someone. Start today. Don't wait. Say, hey, I'm gonna wait till I get paid so I can get my stuff together.
Yeah.
Start today, even though you don't have any money today.
Yeah.
But at least you know how much money you spent in the past
Correct.
30 days.
Correct.
So you can see where did I spend all this money?
Correct.
Where did that money go?
Correct.
Because not knowing where your money goes, and that's where the problem is.
Correct.
You have no control over it,
No
right?
control. You have no clue.
Stop. You know you don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Why are you at Starbucks every morning at 8 o'clock?
Do you own
Get,
coffee?
get, getting that grande or that verde. How do you call it?
I
Venti.
I I don't do Starbucks. I brew my own coffee home, man. I don't
You know what
spend
I
that
mean?
money. I'm serious. $4 a
So
day. $4 a day. If you add
it's,
that time monthly, this compounding to like $10,000, making somebody else rich. No, I don't do that.
let's compound that money in our own benefit
That's
instead,
it.
right?
That's
Instead
it.
of adding money out, spending money out that we don't have, let's try to keep some of that money, and you can
Correct.
keep it. You keep it for when you have an emergency. You don't
Correct.
have to go knock on somebody's door to get a couple $100,
Correct.
right? It
Correct.
tells a lot. It says a lot
Yeah.
about someone
Yeah.
when they have a $200 problem. They come to you asking you for two hundred
It
dollars.
tells a lot. It
It,
tells a
it,
lot.
it tells them, right?
Is my wife always said, my wife told me that, my wife, she's in the finance. She always said that. She said, you know what, especially in our generation, she said, babe, it will be saddened if we have one of our family, mom or dad or some of the close one die, and we cannot even afford $5,000 to we cannot be the first person to bring that $5,000 to help in that emergency. Then we have to go do a GoFundMe, in churches. Everybody in the church is GoFundMe instead of because nobody have a budget or nobody had brought this discipline. So it's never too late to start a budgeting. Man, it was a great conversation, bro. We need to
Yeah.
have a we need to have a number two on that thing, man. We need to
No
talk
problem,
more.
no problem, man.
Maybe
You
we'll
know
do
you.
the second one in Creole to huge that Haitian 1.0s, you
But
know?
I didn't want to speak any Creole on this one.
Bruh, listen,
So
we
yes,
need
it'll be a great opportunity to do another one for
yes.
our native folks
Native people. Yeah, no, I'm down
to
for that. I'm
understand
down
it.
for that.
Yes.
I'm trying to see how they're watching me, and if they requested it, I will definitely go after that. Now, so you got 1 more minute, man. Talk to us. How can somebody reach out to you if they want to get their financing in order? Can they reach out to you? Tell me about your personal counseling business, and and how can we reach out to you?
I'm pretty much it's on any social media platform. It's Coach Pico. It's the same, right? Coach Pico. My consulting business is Coach Pico Professional Consulting. So you can look me up. You should be able to send a message. My phone number is on my website.
Mhm,
It's you reach out.
mhm,
You can set up your appointment.
mhm,
Uh, get you a session, and you'll get that one and one, right?
mhm,
A lot of time people would say, "Hey, we'll give information," but the information I give may not necessarily apply to you personally because I don't know your personal situation.
mhm.
Those one and ones, they're designed for that. They're designed to see where you at and how I can take you from where you at to where you need to be.
Correct.
If your goal is to get that next house, if your goal is to get that first home, you always had the dream to buy you your first home.
Mhm,
We can get you there.
mhm.
So just reach out on any social media platform, Coach Pico, and you'll get the information that you need. It's the same everywhere. Or you can
Oh,
send me an email,
yeah,
coachpico@gmail.com.
.com. That's it.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Thank you very much, man. Everybody, thank you guys. Thank you, coach, for being with me. I enjoy. Folks, for those of you who watch, this is our time. It's about 1 hour. We want to respect our time. Thank you for spending the time. If you're watching now or if you're watching later, it was Coach Pico or Russo Celeste that's tapping to drop some gems, some knowledge for us today about how the mindset of any entrepreneur. If you want to invest in your first home, if you want to move from point A to point Z, and how to set your mind toward achieving your goal. You have it. Information is at the tip of your hands. You can go on our channel and watch it back, or you can call us and do more. Listen, my name is Edison Senat. I'm yours truly. I'm here to educate you so you can do better and educated financial choices when it comes to buying your first home or investing your second home. If you need me, you can call me. I'm right here for you. And I can't wait to see you next Thursday. Next Thursday, I have another special guest for you. You do not
Right.
want to miss this. You do not want to miss this. Go tell your friend, go tell your family. Let's stay tuned. Let's forget Netflix for an hour. Let's stay tuned to your
That's right.
talk show with Edison.
Awesome, awesome,
I'll see you
awesome.
guys next time. Blessing. Bye bye.
Blessing, blessing.